seems like batteries are a hot topic these days. You can't get away from them. They're in your cell phones, your computers, of course in the car, and the technology is evolving. So I grabbed Bruce Essig with Odyssey to give me the lowdown on what goes on inside your boxes.
Okay, Kevin. So on the Odyssey battery, we're able to build a battery in a very different way. We use pure virgin lead. The big benefit of pure virgin lead is that we don't have grid corrosion. So as we have in this display case, this is the process that we use in order to build the Odyssey battery. So we start out with pure virgin lead, and we move along developing oxide, which is the paste that we're going to put on this perforated grid. Then we're going to take that perforated grid, put on the oxide. We're going to work into a positive and negative plate. We're then going to stack those plates together with this AGM absorbed glass mat separator pad to make our 2-volt cell of assembly. Then we're going to cast on our intercell connectors. Now this is what makes Odyssey really special. On the extreme version, the intercell connector goes up and over the cell wall partition, and then we have this real unique weld that's done with a plasma gas welder. So we maintain our cross-sectional area. That means we can get the full power from every cell pack out to that really cool brass terminal, and that's unique for Odyssey. Traditional batteries, that post is made out of lead. Lead's not a real good current conductor, so that brass terminal really gets the power out of the battery. And then we're going to screw on our SAE terminal and ultimately have our finished product. Now this is real special plastic. It's a polycarbonate polyester, and they make windscreen for motorcycles because it's 9,200 PSI impact resistant. Then we're going to epoxy the cover on, and you see those little pods there. Those welds are going to be epoxied into the bottom of that cover so that when this battery is fully assembled, mechanically it's almost indestructible because all those intercell welds are epoxied to the bottom of the cover. So the battery has tremendous power, and unique feature of Odyssey, it's dual purpose. Great cranking power, and it's a deep cycle battery like you would get for a trolling motor battery on a bass boat.
All right, starting at the beginning, tell me about pure virgin lead. What is it?
Okay, so the difference between traditional batteries that use automotive recycled lead, and that's a good thing because lead acid batteries are the #1 recycled product in North America.
Wow.
So it's good that lead is recycled, but when you recycle the lead and then you harden it with calcium, two dissimilar metals, they corrode each other, that shortens the life of the battery.
Okay.
So if you want a long life battery with design flexibility, use pure virgin lead. And pure virgin lead is not corrosive in sulfuric acid. That allows you to build the plates only 1 millimeter thick, lots of plates, lots of power.
Gotcha. So it's just more of a premium product to start with.
Right.
In our shop, we build a lot of pro touring cars that have a ton of electronics and, like you're talking, fans, fuel injection, and we install maintainers in all of them. Right. Do we need something special for this, or will a regular charger work?
Okay. So the Odyssey battery also is a little bit different in that it has more concentrated sulfuric acid. It's a good thing because it raises the operating voltage about 0.3 of a volt. But it also puts a new demand on the charger.
Okay.
So you got to make sure that whatever battery maintainer you select, it has a maintenance voltage between 13.5 to 13.8. Some of them can be as low as 13.2.
Sure.
So as long as you check that out, you'll be good to go.
Okay. And is there any unique mounting situations we've got to be aware of?
Okay. So this is, again, an AGM, absorbed glass mat battery. So that means that the acid is absorbed in these fiberglass pads, and we only saturate the pad to 92%.
Okay.
We want the 92% because that puts it into a classification somewhat referred to as a dry cell battery.
Okay.
If you cut it open, it appears to be dry.
It's not running out.
Right. So that means that it's safe to be shipped by all the standard ways, U.S. Mail, UPS, FedEx, just like if you're shipping a generator.
Really?
You know? Now, gives you a lot of flexibility in how you mount the battery, because since it's sealed, it really doesn't care, you know, as to just how you mount it. The only position that we don't recommend is upside down.
Sure. But who would do that anyway?
You never.
All right, now tell me about the range of applications. I know in our shop we do a lot of classic cars, a lot of muscle cars. How complete is the product line?
Okay, so we have batteries that will really meet everything from power sport through racing, hot rods, performance cars, muscle cars, standard everyday cars, pickup trucks, city buses, over-the-road trucks, and on into heavy-duty commercial marine.
So you're covered.
Yeah.
My last question for you is, we always hear about high performance, and high performance in the standpoint of when they're working well. But a lot of the cars we build, they sit for a month until a guy can get time to go drive it. So if he's got a maintainer, are we expecting any issues with long-term winter storage or anything like that?
Okay, so with that pure virgin lead, you get 12 years of service life if the battery's on a maintainer. 12 years. 12 years. Now, if you want to prolong that, charge up the battery, pull the negative cable, and now the battery has a 2-year shelf life.
Really?
To a 50% state of charge. Then you can just charge it back up, either put it back in storage or put it into service. So you've got options. And no special song and dance on recharging it and kind of bringing it back from shelf storage? Other than the fact that Odyssey likes a lot of charging amperage, good voltage. We would like to see deep cycle voltage around 14.7. Okay. A lot of your chargers will run around there. Yeah. Don't go above 15 volts because if you go above 15, you run the risk of outgassing the battery. Remember, it's a dry cell. And it's sealed. Yeah, we don't want to lose any water because that's valuable. Right. But a lot of flexibility on the charging, a lot of flexibility as far as storage. You can either maintain it or just let it sit open circuit because we don't have that galvanic grid corrosion like regular batteries. Yeah, there's nothing worse than, in our case, we go through a long restoration and then put the battery back in and hit the key in front of the happy customer and nothing happens. We get a lot of customers that, for some reason, they buy the battery before they build the car. I've seen it. I don't recommend it, but I've seen it. All of a sudden, like, well, time to put the battery in the car. Now, if it was a conventional battery, it would be dead. Yeah. Because it doesn't have that storage. But Odyssey has that 2-year storage. Put it in the car, give it a freshening charge, start her up, ready to go. Where can people learn more about the Odyssey batteries? Best place is the website, ODYSSEYBattery.com. Make sure it says the official manufacturer's site. All the literature, all the specifications, great videos, everything's on the site. Very cool. Bruce, thank you for your time. Learned a lot. Yep. Thanks a lot.